Speaker. Today we consider an urgent bipartisan concurrent resolution condemning the Iranian regime for its gross human rights abuses against protesters in Iran, who are bravely speaking out and standing up to this terrorist regime after being brutally silenced for 2 generations. I want to thank my Democratic colleague, Mr. Gottheimer, and House Foreign Affairs Chair McCall for their support of this resolution. While I was disappointed we were not able to get this resolution to the floor last Congress, and I partnered with former Congressman Malinowski, I'm grateful that this resolution is now being brought up for a vote so quickly in our new Congress and with such broad bipartisan support. Whether it be China, Iran, or Russia, this new House Republican majority is ready and willing to stand up to our adversaries and protect America's vitally important national security interests. Since the death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini while in the custody of Iran's regime police in September of last year, the Iranian people have boldly taken to the streets to demand justice. Now, almost 4.5 months later, Iranian men and women and children continue to protest the regime and its cruelty despite the immense risk to themselves and their families. They are literally risking their lives for a just cause greater than themselves. These demonstrations are the most significant popular protest against the brutal regime's authoritarian rule since it came to power in 1979. And the response from the regime has been vicious, violent, and vindictive, not surprisingly. Hundreds of protesters have been murdered by regime security forces. Thousands more have been detained on trumped-up charges, and many of those in custody, especially women, have been subject to cruel and inhumane torture. The regime has unjustly executed Iranian protesters in sham trials that lack any modicum of due process. Many dozens more face the imminent possibility of execution. But the brave Iranian people are not backing down. In fact, they are more resolved than ever. They're demanding a government that respects their rights at home, stops funding terrorism abroad, and makes peace with its neighbors. They are demanding a future built on freedom, justice, the rule of law, and a chance at prosperity. It is vital that we in the U.S. representatives, a body that is among the greatest symbols of freedom and democracy around the world, stand with one voice to affirm our support for the brave Iranian people. The resolution we are considering today does just this. It reaffirms our resounding support for the brave Iranians who continue to put their lives on the line to secure their fundamental rights and freedoms. The resolution is a call to action. It urges the Biden administration to do more. Instead of negotiating with this brutal regime at a moment of weakness and true vulnerability, the Biden administration must meet the moment and do everything in its power to stand with the Iranian people. It must sanction those responsible for these brutal killings. It must do everything it can to counter the regime's cowardly attempts to restrict Internet access that prevents its citizens from sharing images and videos and communicating with the outside world. We have the power to give the Iranian people the voice they need to tell the truth about their oppression at the hands of the Ayatollah, and we must exercise it. Finally, the Biden administration must lead the effort to press our allies and partners around the world to designate the Islamic Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps uses terror to silence Iranian citizens at home and targets innocent citizens abroad. The United States rightly designated the group a foreign terrorist organization in 2019. Now the rest of the world must join in this noble cause. The IRGC's reign of terror must come to an end. Mr. Speaker, this resolution says loudly, clearly, with a strong bipartisan voice, that the American people are on the side of the courageous Iranian people. The U.S. House of Representatives condemns in the strongest possible terms the regime's horrific violence. Finally, as we recognize the bravery of the protesters in Iran, I also want to take a moment to remember that we have American citizens being held hostage in Iran today. These innocent American citizens have endured years of false allegations, wretched conditions, and separation from their loved ones simply because they are Americans. They must all be released. No American can be left behind. I thank the 60 members who have co-sponsored this resolution and urge the entire House to support its passage. I reserve my time.